Okay, the word AI is literally everywhere in 2025. And I get it, you're scared, but hell, I'm scared too. Now the first question I have in mind is, what's scaring people about AI? What is making them feel so uneasy about it? I mean, after all, AI can do some pretty incredible things. It can generate images with just a sentence prompt, compose music within seconds, and even create full-blown movie scripts with just text prompts. It's fast, it's efficient, and kinda mind-blowing if you think about it. So that means we're entering a space where creative tools are evolving faster than ever, and that can feel kind of unfamiliar. Okay, but still, I don't think this is about replacement, I think it's about adaptation. We're not being pushed out, we're just being pushed to think differently about how we create our content. Okay, see, the thing about AI is that AI strives for perfection, but we are flawed, and that's what makes us human. Okay, I love this movie called The Pursuit of Happiness, and that story came from Chris Gardner's real struggle with homelessness. It's not something that AI just whipped out from thin air. Or let's say the movie Catch Me If You Can, for example. It's based on the chaotic life of Frank Abagnale Jr. And these are top movie hits of all time simply because it's human. It's written by a person, it's written by a scriptwriter that has went through experiences in life, troubles and hurdles in life, that create stories like that. These are real, tangible stories. AI simply works because it uses the data off of us. It's built on our stories, our struggles, our data. Okay, now here's how I personally see it. AI is just a tool. And hey, I get it, I'm a creative myself, I understand the fear. But the landscape is changing and it's overwhelming as it is changing. But tech has to move forward and we have to move with it.
We should take this one. Okay.
Just this, please. Thank you. Okay, back in the 1960s, a guy's job was literally to squeeze toothpaste into these tubes. And now in the 1970s, machines started taking over. And so did this guy lose his job? Yeah, definitely. But the thing is that products like this became cheaper to manufacture and make. That's what we need as a society to move forward. So how is this literally any different from the advancements of AI now? I could have just told you this, I don't need to waste toothpaste. Damn it, me and my analogies. Okay, another example is a black and white TV back in the day costs like $500, but now the exact same price can get you a 4K flat screen TV. Now it is really scary, but that's how innovation works. And if labor is what gets automated and becomes easier in the future, that's fine, because at the end of the day, the creativity, the story, the emotion, all of these experiences that we have, it still comes from our heart, not from AI. Okay, but the process of creating, that's when AI can actually help. Okay, so today I'm going to personally show you how I use AI to fuel my creativity, not replace it. Okay, now we're back to the workspace, and basically I want to show you exactly how I use Adobe AI throughout my entire creative process. So just follow me along and check this out. Okay, so whenever I'm trying to generate my ideas, I usually use Adobe Firefly to sort of imagine the concept of my video. So for example, it can be very simple. I'm trying to work on this video right now where there's 3 versions of me. 3 versions of the same man standing around a bench, and we'll just click enter, and literally within seconds, I'm not kidding, this is real time, these 4 versions of these photos will appear, giving me sort of a brief idea of what I'm imagining or what I'm looking for. And there we go, look at this. You can see literally different versions of that, and it sort of gives me this pre-visualization of the shot that I want, and so I can work towards this. I mean, for example, I like this one, so it's like a shadow clone kind of effect, and maybe we can have one of a man working on his desk late at night with a neon sign in his room. And let's click generate, and it should give us sort of a brief idea of what we're looking for. So yeah, I mean, this is literally perfect. Wow, like this actually looks good. And these are all AI generated images. We don't have to use these images, but it gives us an idea. And so now when I'm out and actually filming, it's a lot easier because I have these shots in my mind. I could either save these images or sort of write a short list of what I want. But usually I'll just keep these images in my phone and refer to them later on while I'm actually on set trying to film the shot that I want. So this step is keeping everything very intentional. I don't have to guess what I'm gonna shoot because I'm literally just following a plan. Favorite part, the editing. AI is super helpful, especially in post-production, so let me show you over here. Okay, for example, over here, let's say I ended this clip slightly too early because my camera battery died. So right over here, the clip ended and I don't have any more footage, and that was the only shot that I got. and I don't have any extra battery. So what I did over here is simply click on this toggle over here, generative extend in Premiere Pro, and all you do is literally stretch this shot out, and now it's loading. And now what will happen is that Adobe will use AI to literally create missing frames to fill in the gaps of the shot. It is actually quite mind-blowing if you think about it. Done! Okay, check this out. I'm gonna play it for you. Look at that. And boom! I just complete the frame as if they know what I needed in this shot, and it's just continuing this shot and finishing it for me. So thank God, because my battery died for that shot. Let's head over to this shot over here, and if you can listen to this, and even churn out full-blown music scripts with just text prompts. Okay, that's pretty rough. Yeah, the audio is a little bit bad for this one. Okay, so what I would do in this scenario, duplicate a clip of the audio, because I just want this part, and all we're gonna do is select in and out points and export this, select MP3, export it. Now we're on the main screen, and drag this into Adobe Podcast, and then wait for it to recover your audio, and boom, look at that. Let's check it out. Let's play it.
And even churn out full-blown music scripts with just text prompts.
Is that crazy or what? That is insane. Literally, it gives me clean and crisp audio with whatever I gave it. That is actually pretty good. Obviously, ideally, I would want a perfect audio experience with my microphones, but the thing is that things don't always go our way, and things do happen on set when we're filming. And so if you're caught in a situation where you just can't recover the audio file, so this literally uses AI and enhances your audio to a point where it sounds like it's in a studio quality level. Now that's for audio. Now what about text, right? What about subtitles? So fun fact, I actually was doing my internship back in 2019. I actually had to spend a week, I kid you not, an entire week to subtitle a 40-minute long sort of like presidential speech from a company. Think about it, it's 40 minutes and I'm literally subtitling word for word. Every single word is manually just typed in by my fingers. So that took an entire week of my time, and you're telling me now we literally have AI that can do all of this automated. Highlight every single clip, go to this text panel and start a transcription. And it should take like a few seconds, and there we have it. Okay, so I usually do a sort of proofread and make sure that everything is correct, but assuming everything is correct, and create subtitle, and you can just adjust whatever settings you want. These are the settings that I use. I usually go like a little bit lower for this, and I click single and generate. Look at this, we literally have captions on your screen right now, and it's insane. You can export this as an SRT file, or you can just keep it burned into your video. You know, there's no excuse to not subtitle your videos anymore because everything is just automated so easily. Okay, now lastly, this is thumbnail design. I think every creator can understand how frustrating thumbnail design is, because it's just this afterthought that you don't really want to think about, and you want to focus more on the content that you're creating. Trust me, I get it. But we do have to have a thumbnail for our video. So let's say this thumbnail over here, it's a photo of me holding two cameras. I do feel a little bit claustrophobic. Maybe it's just me. I don't like how tight the frame is, so I do want to widen this shot. All we gotta do is bring it into Photoshop Beta, check this out, and over here, click on this crop icon, and what I like to do is just expand the frame like this. So we're expanding the frame, and then click Generative Expand, and just click Generate. And this is the most mind-blowing part. It literally creates pixels out of nowhere and fills it all in and creates a larger image for you. And that means you have more space to work around your thumbnail and put titles at different areas. So there are some artifacting here, so we can just select through the different, oh look at this is so much better. Go through the different options that you have. I think I do like this one a lot more. And now over here, let's say the top of my wardrobe does look a little bit messy. So what we can do is literally just on here, just click on the lasso tool and select things that you want to remove. So for example, the top of my wardrobe is a little bit messy because I have things on top, stored on top of my wardrobe. So what we can do is just work in small chunks, just click generate, and without typing in any prompt, it can just remove whatever you want in the image. It will just sort of use AI and be aware that you just want to remove that, so you don't have to type any prompts in for this. And there we go, look at that. Everything on top of the wardrobe disappears. Now I do like to neaten up my frame a little bit. So over here, what I would do is just select this area, just generative fill, generate as well, and it should sort of clean up this area a lot more. Boom, check this out, so much better. And generative fill is so interesting because you're able to just add any elements you want in. So for example, let's just be silly over here. Let's say I want to add like a gold chain. All I gotta do is select my area, the neck area of my neck, and just key in gold chain and click generate, and give it a few seconds, you'll see it's crazy how well this works. Look at that, that is insane. I mean, this is absolutely absurd, but I mean, check it out, it's technically, and look at how well it blends and ties together with the hoodie and my skin. It's as if this is like meant to be there. I love this feature so much. I use it in almost every single thumbnail I put out on YouTube. So yes, again, this assists your video because at the end of the day, the first frame is so important. The thumbnail is super important for anybody who is trying to view your videos on YouTube. So we need the thumbnail to hook audiences in, and being able to create whatever you want inside your thumbnail is absolutely crazy. And I don't need any fancy Photoshop skills or extreme editing. It's super easy to just select an area and use generative fill to fill these details in. Alright, and that is how I personally use AI in my videos. Okay, the truth is tools like Adobe's AI don't replace my creativity. They enhance it, they amplify it. I mean, they help me save time, they help me stay organized, and it brings ideas to life literally faster than ever. I mean, you've seen how quick it is for me to do all of these changes. Because at the end of the day, I'm still the person telling the story, I'm still the one driving the wheel. And if you're a creator like me and you're just wondering how to stay ahead without losing yourself in all of this tech, this is how. Alright, thank you again Adobe for sponsoring this video. If you want to use AI to help level up your content and stay relevant in the game, the AI game right now, do check out the link in the description down below. I'll leave all the details over there and you can check it out. Again, if you find this video helpful, do leave a like and comment and subscribe to my YouTube channel as I am new to this. Recently we did hit over 2,000 subscribers, so thank you so much everybody for subscribing. And yeah, I've been trying to post a little bit more regularly, so thank you to everybody who has tuned into this video and staying all the way till the end. With that being said, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.